my channel. In today's video, we are going to be working outside. I have some new garden beds that I want to install. We're also going to be decorating the porches for the 4th of July and summertime, so I'm excited about that. And then I really need to clean out my gross mom car. I don't know if that's going to happen in today's video or not. We'll see if we have time. But lots of outdoor projects today. It ended up being a beautiful day. When I woke up, it was kind of drizzling, and it was kind of a bummer because I had to go get groceries and I had to run and pay a speeding ticket. And so lots of not so fun errands this morning, but now we got all that taken care of. The sun has come out, we've got our iced coffee, and this day is looking up. So let's go ahead and get started. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you, but let's get started. Okay, we are starting in the front yard. Our front flower bed was full of weeds. As you can see, it was so bad. It was basically a weed garden at this point. When we left for the beach, it was pretty bad, and I told Will, I was like, I've got to come home and pull these weeds. And then when we got home from the beach, it had gotten overrun by weeds. And so I'm just going to take 15 or 20 minutes and get in here and pull all of these weeds out. I would love to eventually one day replace these rose bushes with something that's a little bit prettier. These are, I forget what kind of roses these are. They bloom in like spring and fall, and they're pretty. They're like hot pink, but every other time of the year, they just look like a giant green ugly bush. So I would love to have something that's more like shapely, that has like a really nice shape to it. But for today, we're just going to get in here, pull all of these weeds, and then we're going to get on the front porch and do some decorating for the 4th of July. Y'all seeing how giant these weeds are? It was insane. A lot of them had outgrown the actual bushes, and so it was just long overdue to get rid of all of these weeds. But I was going to ask y'all, how is your summer going so far? I know it's not technically summer yet, but most kids are out of school now. Lots of vacations have begun. I've been seeing that on social media. We've already gone on our summer vacation, and we are in major baby prep mode now. I'm ordering stuff for her nursery, and we will soon have a nursery makeover and lots of nursery organization. We're also working on some other home projects that we'd like to get done before she arrives. So lots of fun stuff coming in June and July, and even August. August is the month before she is born. She's due early September. September 3rd is her due date. So I want to get lots and lots of stuff done. And y'all know I always like to decorate for fall in August because all of the kids go back to school. I am a teacher. I used to be a teacher before I started staying home with Oliver. And so I would always decorate for fall before school started back, and that way I wouldn't have to worry about it. And I still love doing that. After July ends, summer is over in my mind, even though it's still really hot. I like to pull out some fall tones, not necessarily pumpkins right away, but lots of like fall toned plants, and just kind of get all of the cozy vibes going, the candles, the soaps from Bath & Body Works, and just get in the fall spirit. So we are probably going to be doing that early again this year because she is due September 3rd, and I'd love to have our house all decked out and cozy for fall before we bring her home from the hospital. It's so funny because I said the same thing with Oliver. He was actually born in November, but now I have 2 fall babies. We'll see if she ends up coming in August, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know. With how everything is going right now, I have not been diagnosed with gestational diabetes this time around, so we probably will not be induced, which kind of scares me. That kind of like gave me peace of mind last time, and everything went so smooth, but this time we haven't scheduled induction or anything like that, which is a little early anyways, but I will keep y'all updated on all of that. We will see, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have 2 little fall babies, and I think that's so fun. Fall is one of my favorite times of the year. It's so cozy, and the weather starts to get really nice, and it's just fun. So I went to Walmart this morning, and I was picking up some other random things that we needed for the house, and I saw this bag of mulch, and it was like $3.98. like maybe it was $4.98. Anyways, it was super cheap, and Will has been talking about getting some mulch for this front flower bed because it was starting to get a little sparse, and I was like, well, this is super cheap. I'm just going to pick this up and throw it in, and then we'll see if we need more. So I do need to go get a couple more bags of that, but I was very pleased with the color of it, and I like the way that it filled in the space, filled in all of the sparse spaces. So we got that taken care of. It looks so much better. I'm going to be heading in the backyard here in just a second to take a little break from the front yard, and we're going to work in the garden. How adorable is this raised garden bed? I'm about to share with y'all how easy it is to assemble this amazing garden bed. Thank you so much to Landguard for sponsoring today's video. Landguard is the leading brand of metal garden beds that you can truly trust. Not only do they have lots of beds and add-ons to choose from that will upscale the visual aspect of your garden, the spacious and deep design caters to a wide range of plants, promoting healthy root development. And as you can see, super easy to assemble. It comes in just a few pieces that screw together. I have the 4x3x1 bed, and these turned out so cute. I cannot wait to share what we're going to do with it in the backyard. Landguard beds have been tested to ensure they will never leach harmful chemicals into the soil. Their beds have incredible thermal reflectivity, which helps absorb a lot of that Arkansas heat, keeping the soil at an ideal temperature. Embark on your gardening adventure with Landguard's garden bed, a harmony of style and sturdiness you will see with my old garden bed that's wood. It just did not hold up well over time in extreme temperatures, not to mention the possible chemicals that were being leached into our soil. And the Landguard beds are durable and safe. Their beds are also crafted from high quality galvanized stainless steel, and they hold up really nicely year after year. Start your gardening journey today with Landguard. Check out that link in my description box. And thank you so much again to Landguard for sponsoring today's video. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and dig up these plants. I've got some squash, some zucchini, some bell peppers, and they were actually starting to pop in. We're going to be able to harvest some today. But we're going to go ahead and dig those up and replant today because this wood was rotting out. It had to go, so very thankful for my new galvanized beds from Landguard. Let's go ahead and get all of this taken care of. My future plans for this little area back here is to have, of course, 2 of these beds and possibly more. We may get some more back here, but for now, 2 of these beds, and then line like around it with some charcoal or maybe some like cream and gray rock. So I'm really excited to be upscaling this little area of our yard. We're not going to get to the rock part today, but we are going to replant all of our plants, and I'm going to share with you the veggies that are starting to pop in. Super excited that we are finally going to be able to harvest some veggies. If you're new here, I am very new to gardening. I just have a few veggies back here, and we're just so excited to be seeing veggies pop in. I am excited to get more into it, though. I've already learned so much and done so much research. And when it comes to these little beds, we actually usually use the landscaping fabric at the bottom of these, but I read that you can also use cardboard and it works a little bit better at keeping the weeds out. And here in Arkansas, we have weeds galore. We cannot contain the weeds, y'all. They are so bad. We've had so much rain lately too, which doesn't help, but so many weeds. So we're going to try the cardboard, and then I filled this thing full of soil, and that area where we dug the soil up out of is actually where we're going to put the other bed, and then we're going to fill in that ugly area with some rocks, and we're going to line it, and it's going to be really pretty. Not getting to that in today's video, but I'm excited to share that very soon in a video. Now these are all of the veggies that are popping in. We've got some squash, we've got some jalapenos. Those are actually jalapeno peppers. I actually meant to get the hot kind, but I got the wrong kind. So we have some very mild jalapenos popping in. We've got some zucchini. I also have some little tiny bell peppers that I'm very excited to see pop in. But that's going to be a really cute area back there once we get that rock going, and I just think those beds are so stinking cute. Okay, just came in to take a break, and I'm going to throw dinner in the crock pot so that we don't have to worry about that tonight when we are exhausted and just need a shower. It is so hot outside. I'm very thankful that the sun is like not beating down today. That's like a plus, but it's still really hot and I am drenched in sweat. So we're not going to want to come in and cook dinner at the end of the day. We're going to make angel chicken. This was a Pinterest recipe that I found. I've never made it before, so we'll see if it's any good. You can put it over potatoes, you can put it over rice, over noodles, and I decided to do rotini noodles because growing up my mom used to make this Campbell's frozen dinner all the time, and it had the spiral noodles on the bottom, chicken breast, and then cheese on top, and they don't make that anymore, I don't think. So if you've seen that in store, you're going to have to tell me because I love that stuff. So I'm kind of thinking this is going to be really similar to that. But anyways, what it calls for is chicken breasts in the crock pot, minced garlic, Italian seasoning. I'm going to do rotini noodles, cream of chicken soup, chicken broth, butter, cream cheese, and you put all of that except for the noodles in the crock pot on high for 4 to 5 hours or low for 6 to 8. I'm going to try the high setting because it's already midday. And we're going to just do the chicken, and then once all of that is done cooking, we're going to shred the chicken and make our rotini pasta on the stovetop and then mix it all together, and I'm going to serve it with some carrots and some garlic bread. So very excited about this recipe. Hopefully it's really good, but let's go ahead and throw it in. If you've been around for a while, you know I love chicken in the crock pot. It's like one of my favorite things to eat. And with this baby coming, I want to find lots of crock pot recipes as well as freezer meals that I can prep in advance. But mostly crock pot recipes because I'm kind of a last minute person. And if I have a bunch of freezer meals that I have to cook before I go to the hospital, it's not ideal. But I probably will do a few of those too. But anyways, the crock pot chicken cannot be beat. It is so tender, so delicious, and I will leave that recipe linked down in my description box below. One of my all-time favorite crock pot recipes to date. It is so delicious. I was talking about that Campbell's frozen dinner that my mom used to give us when we were kids. She made that like probably once a week because we all loved it, and it had the spiral noodles and chicken breast and cheese. And I have to say, this was super, super similar. I think I liked it better than that, and I think it would taste more like that if I added like cheddar cheese on top. But we really loved that. Will loved it. Oliver devoured his. So highly recommend that recipe. I'll leave it below. I'm going to go ahead and wipe down our front door. I am going to be replacing this front door as soon as I find one that we really like. It's got little stickers. I don't know if you can see that, from our Halloween bats, and I tried so hard to get that off and I could not get it off. So if you have any recommendations for that, I've tried Goo Gone, I've tried just about everything, and I can't get it to come up. But we are going to pop this little bee hanger on here. I got that from Hobby Lobby. And this little basket. The basket is also from Hobby Lobby. And then just some florals that I stole out of our bathroom floral arrangement. I thought they looked really summery and fun. We're going to kind of mess around with this for a minute. I couldn't decide how I wanted it. And then I also had some leftover ribbon from our kitchen decorations that I wanted to pop on here. But I'm actually going to be changing that out in a second because I just felt like that blue was a little bit too bold for everything else going on. But we're going to get this porch all decked out and patriotic. I had a red and white mat to replace this black and white one to put under our 4th of July mat, but I decided I liked it kind of toned down with the black and white, so we're going to put that one back over here in a second. And I purchased these little black urn planters from Hobby Lobby last year, and I absolutely love these things. I was always kind of bummed out that I couldn't put anything next to my door because it's such a small space, and these just fit perfectly in between or on either side of this rug, and any of these little layering rugs that you get are about this size, so those little planters are perfect for this area. And then I actually already had this rug from last year that I pulled out of my summer tote. I think I got it from Hobby Lobby, but it just says Home Sweet Home with a little shape of America, so I love that. I'm still trying to decide what I want to put in those urn planters. I was kind of contemplating putting some big moss balls on top, but then I kind of wanted to plant some more like white petunias or something, so still trying to decide about that. And then over here, I always like to put a big plant in front of this window. I can't figure out what else to put here, and I don't want it to look super cluttered, but I have several planters that I kind of swap out throughout the year, and we're going to swap out that white one for this wooden one. I found this at Home. I'll try to link it down below. A lot of y'all really liked this last year and purchased it off of my LTK, and so I will make sure to link that again just in case. I think they still carry it. And then I'm just going to pop a fern in there. I picked that fern up from Walmart on this morning, and I think that looks really pretty and summery. And then on the other side of the porch here in just a second, we're going to wipe down our little white bench and add some patriotic pillows. I kept going back to this door hanger because I wasn't completely sold with how it looked. So it's going to look different here in just a second, but it's pretty similar. We're just going to take the ribbon off, and I was trying to figure out if I wanted small flags or big flags. Anyways, we're going to get this porch looking really cute for summer. I'm always kind of a more simple girly. I feel like while I'm decorating, I've got so much going on and so many decorations to kind of like peel through. But then when everything comes out, I always end up being like very minimalistic and not too over the top. So it's going to be a very simple but patriotic front porch. For this front door hanger, I kept going back to it, and I decided to pull out the smaller white flowers because they looked a little bit more dry and dead, and I just thought the white ones popped a little bit better for summer. And then I just added 2 larger American flags, and I love the way that turned out. I still need to add something to those urn planters, but I think it turned out so cute, so cozy and homey for summertime. I also have 2 American flag wreaths, or like red, white, and blue wreaths. So if this doesn't sit well with me in the next week or so, I may change it out for a wreath. But for right now, it's a really nice change, and I think it's just fun for the 4th of July. I really wanted to get to our second garden bed today and also clean out my car, but I just did not have enough time in the day. So we're going to get to that in a video very soon. But thanks so much for stopping by today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!